morning.
Good morning.
It's Caitlin with Remax Real Estate Center.
I'm Lisa Seversike with Global State Mortgage.
On Real,
Relevant,
and Relatable. I know. Isn't that
So
great?
glad we
I
love
know.
this.
We love this. We're all out the love today because you know what today is?
love. It's
Valentine's Day.
Day.
It is. And
We have a
we're...
special guest.
We do. It's our little Valentine gnome.
He's so darn cute.
Isn't he cute? Yeah, I love him. And you know, we can find you a gnome.
We could find you a gnome.
Yeah. I can help you find
a
the
home for your gnome.
A home for your gnome. I love it. Isn't he cute? I love him.
He's
So
adorable. And this was, you said you got it at Coast.
I got it at Co's here in Ames. Isn't he cute?
Yes.
I have to say there's only one left when I got it.
Oh.
So I'm not, so
So
I
you better hurry.
you better
if you want
hurry.
the other one.
Right, you better hurry for the other one. So
Because he's really cute.
and they had little ones too, which were adorable.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw some little ones there too. Yeah,
Kind of cute.
They're kinda cute.
So if you need a home for your gnome,
yeah, give us a call. But
Yeah.
when you're looking at the valuation of your home, some people just kind of go online and look.
they do. There's this thing out there that attracts a lot of people, which we know a lot of people look at.
Yep,
and
absolutely.
It's a thing called a Zestimate.
A Zestimate, and the big word to remember in that is estimate.
Right.
Right.
The Zillow estimate.
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
Zestimate, but it is an estimate.
It is an estimate, and so we were going to talk about today. So I went and looked at my own home, what they have for a Zestimate on my
Oh,
house.
fun. How'd it come out,
Yes.
Kaylin?
Well, I tell you what,
Is it truly an estimate or is it an accurate estimate?
it's an what do I want to say? An aggressive estimate.
Oh, an aggressive estimate.
Yeah,
Woo.
because right now, if you want to write me a check for this today, I'll take it.
Oh, so look up her house.
Yes,
You got the cash.
they estimate my home value to be $294,703.
Oh.
Cha-ching, ding-a-ling, I will take it today.
So,
Because
so as a realtor,
Yeah.
you're thinking, I don't think I would list my house
No,
for
I would not.
$294.
No,
Okay.
no, I'd be at minimum 20,000 under that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
how do you think, so as you're looking at your house then,
Right.
what do you think makes that different from what?
Well, I think there's what in Zillow, what they say, and the one thing you want to do, if too bad we don't have a big iced tea sponsor. We need somebody to sponsor our show.
Yes. The sponsor.
So you want to sponsor our show? We can have another monitor up here where I can show you. When you look at a home and you under that number that it says estimate. Well, you can click on that word, and that'll bring you to another page that shows you how they come up with that estimate.
Oh.
And really, they use public records and they use algorithms based on those public records. Well, my home, I've been in my home for 25 years. So there's been no transaction history really on that particular property. So they're just taking they're looking at the square footage. They're looking at my, on the assessor side, they pull those numbers, what home's assessed at. It's not assessed at $294.
Okay.
I don't want to pay those taxes.
Yeah, don't assess it for that.
Don't assess it for that. And then they're looking probably at like sale history,
Oh.
maybe in that area. Well, my house is a decent house.
Yeah.
It's not a new house.
Yes.
It doesn't have granite countertops.
Yep.
Somebody across the street that has granite countertops, I would evaluate that a little bit more market value wise. And that's hard to put into a Zestimate. That's why you can use a market analysis from an agent to help you with that. And plus, the guy across the street, if they're using the guy across the street as part of my Zestimate, I wouldn't use him as a comparable. He backs to the woods.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have a neighbor or a fence or anything.
Yeah, I'm not on the PhD side of the street. I'm on the bachelor's degree side of the street.
That's awesome. Yes. That's a great way to put it.
Yes, because all those homes have these nice big wooded lots.
Yes.
And I do not. I have an interior lot that's kind of curved, and but like I said again, if you want to write me a check today,
give her a call.
Give me a call. I'll sell you my house for $294. You betcha.
So does this estimate, do they talk to you about, do we have a margin of error, or do they actually kind of delve deeper into that?
Yeah, they do. And you have to, and you have to, a lot of people will read it's like on a Facebook post. You read the headline, but then you don't click on the article to read what the article's really about.
Yes.
So this is the same thing. If you don't click on that little thing to read about what an Zestimate is and how they calculate it, you really don't understand where they come up with those numbers and how accurate it is.
Right.
Because they even tell you how accurate they are or
Oh,
aren't.
well, that's nice of them, but you have to delve deep.
You'd have to delve deep. You have to go about 3 screens in, because you can actually go nationwide, and you can usually go to your state, and you can go to your county to find out how accurate they are.
So we live in Story County.
We live in Story County.
Or, well, you live in
I live in Story County, yes. And you live in Hamilton, right?
Actually,
Oh,
well,
no.
my kids go to school in Hamilton. I live in Hardin.
Okay, all right.
But we found out that
Hamilton County isn't on this list.
we couldn't find Hamilton County.
Right.
So Zillow, what's up with that?
I don't know. So just nobody sells any houses in Hamilton County? I don't get this.
We do.
Like, oh, didn't you talk to Mark Greenfield about that?
Yes.
I thought he worked up there. Anyway, so let's look at Story County, for example. They say that they're within 4.1%.
Oh.
And you think, well, that's not bad.
Right. Kind of.
Yeah, it's not bad. But what if your house is valued at what you think your house is valued at $300,000?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So you look at this estimate and you go,
Ooh,
oh,
$300,000.
Yep.
But 4% higher than 300 or under 300, that's a $24,000 swing.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So when you look at it that way, it's like, well, is my house worth 300,000? Is it 312 or is it 282?
Right. So if you're
You could
coming
be
in
excited or disappointed.
right, you either would say, I listed it, if you just purely, I listed it too low,
Right.
or why am I not getting any offers?
Right.
Because you've listed it
Too high. Right. Exactly. So, even, and I'll credit this for Zillow, is they even claim, they state it is a starting point in determining a home's value and is not an official appraisal.
Oh,
So,
so 3 or 4 layers deep, they do at least acknowledge.
They tell you that, yes, exactly. And they tell you that it's on estimated market value computed using a proprietary formula. So I don't know what they use.
Secret.
It's a secret formula. Like all algorithms are,
Right, Unless you're a statistician or whatever.
Statistician, yeah, I know. I need to ask my brother who's a statistician.
Yeah, or an actuary or something.
Yeah, there you go. How they do those. But the Zestimate is calculated from public and user submitted data. So some people can go in and alter their data. So say if they said my house was a 2-bedroom, I'd go in there. I could go in there and correct it because it's not a 2-bedroom.
People have so much time in their days that's
right.
what I would sure do.
And it says we encourage buyers, sellers, and homeowners to supplement Zillow's information by doing other research, such as getting a comparable market analysis from a real estate agent.
Oh. That is
ding,
such
ding, ding.
a great idea.
Isn't it a great idea?
That is such a great idea.
I think it is. Yeah, because if they're even stating they have a margin of error, and even my market analysis isn't perfect, because markets change so quickly.
They do. They change really
yes.
quickly. Especially this time of year. Do you have negative 52 degrees and you're trying to sell your house? Or do you have a beautiful 60-degree day?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
I know. I don't know.
Which that's not really a market probably variable.
Yeah, it's just,
who's out looking.
Who's out looking, really. Yeah. But so there's a lot of things to take into consideration when you're going to market your home. And Zestimate is one of those tools. And I also tell people, because they'll look at their assessed value. Oh, right. And sometimes assessed values aren't accurate either in terms of market value. There's a difference. That's what your taxes are based on, and that's you need to talk to City Hall if you don't like your tax estimate. But I can use all those pieces as part of the tool when I'm figuring your market analysis, because there might be other considerations, condition of home, updates you have or haven't done, location, a lot of different things. So
that's I loved your example even of, okay, I've got this house, but this house is sitting on a very square with a deep backyard and woods in the back of it, right? Compared to maybe a yard that's a little different shape, not quite square, and you've got a fence or no fence.
Right.
Either, and you've got a neighbor, right? That's
right.
Even if
exactly.
Even if it was the same house, there would be a different market.
Very different market across the street from each other. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Because we live on kind of a curve, and so my neighbor, our houses kind of go like this to each other. So we're pretty close on some areas of our yard just because of the way it's kind of odd shaped because of the curve. And then across the street, you got these big wide lots with trees in the back. So I wouldn't even use those as comparables when I'm doing that. So in a Zestimate, I don't know how they're using it. I don't know their algorithm, but they might be taking that neighborhood sale in consideration. And like I said, my house, I've been in there 25 years. So there's been no sale history. And if the more hot times a home is sold,
the more history there is.
The more history there is. Yeah.
There is.
Yeah, exactly. So
That's
anyway.
Great. Yeah. So I think that the online tools they're fun.
Great.
I think they're great and they're fun to look at.
They're fun. Yes.
Because you just look it up and it's easily accessible to us.
It is. Remember back in the day, you know, when the agent is the only one that knows what's on the market because they have the book.
Right.
You know, there's the
secret book.
Yeah, you know, and so that's how you knew what really was on the market, or the newspaper ad.
Oh, yes.
Yes, yeah.
You waited for that
newspaper ad to see what was on the market. And now it's different. It's as soon as I submit a listing.
Yes. If you have that search, it actually comes to your email. It pops up to all kinds of different places.
And then it feeds out to all those other sites like Zillow and Homes.com and all that kind of jazz. So you get that immediate, and it's cute because, you know, it's all inputted by us, agents or assistants or staff or whatever. So you have to input the listing and then you load the pictures. So you might get a ding on your email that this listing's on, but there's no pictures. And I get a phone call. There's no pictures of this house. I'm like, I know, I'm in the process of putting them on right now. You know,
that's funny because you have to do that. Actually, that's so funny because I think too with that immediate gratification, right?
Yes.
You do see it because we all, if you have a certain town or something that you've inputted in there, and then it comes and you're like, no, I want to see pictures.
I know
of the house, and
you had to submit and then you load the pictures. And I'm like,
so yeah. So just wait.
If
you have that, sometimes you just need to take a breath, go do something else, come back.
And refresh your page, and then they might be there. Exactly. So if you're looking for a little home for your gnome and want to know what that home's value is,
reach out and
absolutely.
And don't just go by your Zillow's estimate.
No, you know, and then you know, there's always a backup on your end. Lisa, is the appraisal.
Yes. So the value needs to come in, and so. Actually, as Kaylin was talking about that resale value, so we do have, depending on your file, we do have loans that we do not even need an appraisal.
Yeah.
And so if we get one of those, that means that it has sold enough times and there's information in the system to say that you're buying it for a value the lender feels super comfortable with, Fannie or Freddie feel great about, and we don't even have to do one.
Yeah.
But otherwise, the appraisal is that backup to say, yep, everybody's market is good. And
so little Nomi can move in.
Nomi can move in.
All right. Well, you guys have a great Valentine's Day, and I hope you just are full of love and joy today, and little fun little Nomi things.
Fun little gnomes.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks. Bye-bye.